The KTM 490 Duke isn't just a motorcycle for 2026. It's the bike that will make thousands of riders sell what they have, just to feel this power, this freedom, this madness. Mark my words, this is the machine that will own the streets. Picture this. It's the year 2026. You're riding down the highway and suddenly a sound cuts through the traffic. It isn't the deep rumble of a Harley. It isn't the high-pitched scream of a superbike. It's something sharper, cleaner, more modern. You glance in your mirror, and you see a flash of orange, aggressive lines, futuristic lights, a presence that demands attention. That, my friends, is KTM's next big weapon, the 490 Duke. This motorcycle isn't just another upgrade. It's a statement. For years, riders around the world have been asking KTM for one thing: more power than the 390, but not as intimidating as the 790 or 890. A bike that's affordable, fun, stylish, and practical. And now, KTM seems ready to deliver exactly that. Let's start with the engine, because that's the heart of every motorcycle. The 390 Duke is powered by a single-cylinder engine, which gives it that raw, punchy, hooligan personality. But it also comes with a downside: vibrations at high speeds, limited top-end power, and less comfort on highways. The 490 Duke changes that completely. It's expected to run on a brand new parallel twin engine, around 490 cc. That means smoother power delivery, more refinement, and significantly better performance. Early expectations put the numbers at somewhere between 55 and 60 horsepower, with torque around 45 newton meters. Now think about what that means in real-world riding. The 390 Duke already feels wild for a beginner, but when you ride it on a highway for a long stretch, it feels a bit strained. The 490 Duke won't. It will cruise effortlessly at 70 or 80 miles per hour, with plenty of power left to overtake. And when you twist the throttle, you'll feel acceleration that pushes you into your seat. A 0 to 60 time under 5 seconds is very possible. Top speed? Expect it in the 115 to 120 miles per hour range. That's fast enough to make your heart race, but still manageable compared to leader bikes. But performance is only one part of the story. The Duke family is famous for design. The 490 Duke is expected to take KTM's aggressive styling even further. Imagine sharper tank shrouds, a more muscular stance, and that predator-like LED headlamp glaring at you. This isn't a bike that blends in. When you park it, people will notice. It screams performance just by looking at it. And what about features? In 2026, riders expect technology, and KTM is not holding back. We're talking about a full-color TFT display, Bluetooth connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, multiple ride modes, cornering ABS, traction control, quick shifter up and down, slipper clutch, and ride-by-wire throttle. Think about that for a second. These are features that, a few years ago, you would only find on premium, high-end motorcycles. Now, they'll be available on a mid-size naked bike that thousands of riders can actually afford. So where does this bike fit in the market? Let's compare. The Kawasaki Z400 makes around 47 horsepower. Fun, but not exactly thrilling. The Yamaha MT7 is bigger, with around 70 horsepower, but it's heavier and more expensive. The KTM 490 Duke lands right in between, lighter than the MT7, stronger than the Z400, and packed with more features than both. That balance is what makes it so exciting. And let's not forget price. The KTM 390 Duke in the US is about $5,900. The Yamaha MT7 is closer to $7,900. If KTM can bring the 490 Duke somewhere in the $6,500 to $7,000 range, it's going to be a game changer. It will feel premium, but still reachable for young riders, commuters, and enthusiasts who want the best bang for their buck. Now let's think about what this bike will mean in real life. If you're a beginner moving up from a 250 or a Ninja 300, the 490 Duke could be your dream upgrade. Enough power to thrill you, but not so much that it terrifies you. If you're a 390 Duke owner who feels like you've outgrown your bike, this is the natural next step. If you're an experienced rider who doesn't want the bulk of a 1000cc machine but still wants excitement, the 490 Duke will be right in your sweet spot. In the US market especially, this bike makes sense. Long highways, big cities, weekend canyon runs. The 490 Duke is versatile enough to handle it all. It's a commuter during the week and a thrill machine on weekends. Of course, there are risks. KTM built its image on single-cylinder madness. Some riders worry that a parallel twin might feel too refined, too civilized, maybe even too smooth. But let's be honest, KTM knows what its fans want. This bike will not be boring. It will be tuned to keep that aggressive KTM personality alive, just in a more usable package. Think about the bigger picture too. The 490 platform isn't just about the Duke. KTM will also use it for a 490 adventure, which will appeal to touring riders and explorers. But the Duke is the heart of KTM's street lineup. If they nail this bike, it will redefine the middleweight naked segment for years to come. So here's the bottom line. The KTM 490 Duke is not just another motorcycle. It's the missing link. Not too small, not too big. Just the perfect middle ground. It's the bike that riders have been asking for. And 2026 might finally be the year we get it. When you see it for the first time, glowing orange under the streetlights, you'll know this isn't just another Duke. It's the next chapter in KTM's story. And when you twist that throttle, you won't just be riding a motorcycle, you'll be riding the future. So ask yourself, when the KTM 490 Duke finally hits the streets, will you be ready to take it home? So when 2026 arrives, the question isn't if you'll ride the 490 Duke, it's whether you'll be fast enough to keep up. When people look back at 2026, they won't remember the year. They'll remember the bike that changed it all, the 490 Duke.